I spent the morning taking 2 photos over in one of the maple groves I had scouted out yesterday. And I knew what time the light was going to be good, but I didn't bring my video kit because there's a pretty narrow window of when I was able to shoot, and also I had to make sure it was absolutely calm, so I thought it might be juggling a little too much to bring the video kit as well. The other reason I didn't bring the video kit is the maple groves, I've seen them in a little bit of a decline lately. When I first started going back in some of these groves to take photos a couple of years ago, they were very pristine, but now you see a lot of evidence of foot traffic, and I find that a little disappointing. So as much as I do love to share information as far as where I'm shooting and all that, I'm going to leave these shots to be a little bit more of a mystery, just because I hate to see what happened after a couple of years of people trying to find some of these same areas. Hopefully the shots turned out pretty well. One of them is a backlit photo of this really clean looking grove that I found. And that's the difficult thing with these maples. They are very, very chaotic. But the particular area I found, one of the nice things is that there was a couple trees that had died and fallen down, and it created this kind of empty space in the middle. So it's almost kind of like a donut of trees, and I was able to shoot for the middle and get a pretty clean composition. And the light source is from some reflected light from a canyon wall, which is kind of nice. The second photo I shot was really with more direct reflected light, if that makes sense. But I'm not shooting backlit, I'm shooting a front lit area. And it's some really cool leaves on this one maple tree. And I had a really difficult time finding a composition because it is so chaotic. But I finally just decided to go with something, stopped it all the way down to f/64, and made a couple exposures. I shot both scenes on both color negative film and also on slide film. I think slide film will do fine, but that color negative film just gives me extra little bit of wiggle room just in case the shadow's a little too dark. That's really all the photography I had planned for today. So I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the day just hiking around, having some fun. My next shots are gonna be in the Narrows tomorrow morning, and by then hopefully the trees will be looking pretty good. It's kind of nice not to have to shoot every single moment of every single day. Just make that plan, figure out what shots you want to get, shoot them, and then just enjoy it. I spent the afternoon wandering along the river and trying to find some interesting compositions. I found a couple cascades that were kind of nice, but it wasn't as nice as the ones I shot yesterday. I also found some interesting fall color and some other maple groves, and again, there's some stuff that looked really nice, but not as good as I shot this morning. So it really feels good to know that those photos I wanted to get before I came here, a river shot and a maple shot, I can cross those off the list. Tomorrow, well, I'm going to head back into the Narrows. And there's 2 or 3 shots back in there that I want to get before I wrap this trip up. So I gotta go back to camp this evening and unload a bunch of film, then load a bunch of more film. That's never anything I really enjoy doing, but it's just kind of the fact of life with large format photography. Right now, I'm just enjoying a beautiful overlook here of the Great White Throne and some fall color on some maples in the foreground. It's something that would be very difficult to photograph because of the extreme contrast, but gives me some ideas for maybe later down the line with black and white. I'm just going to enjoy the progression into evening here and see what happens with all the light here. It's heading back to camp. It's been a long day and also a very productive day, so I feel really good about that.